guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hey, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. So for today's video, I wanted to bring you like an everyday, natural, go-to makeup look. This is just something that I do every day when I don't want to like look full glam, but I want to obviously have like makeup on. This is really simple, really easy, and it's good to do in like 30 minutes. It takes pretty much no time at all. This is just what I'm doing when I want to have makeup on, but I don't want to do like an intricate makeup look, and I don't want to wear fake eyelashes, and I don't want to do this and that, you know. Makeup takes a long time, so this is what I do when I'm like kind of in a hurry, but I need to look put together, and it still looks kind of natural, but you know, I obviously have makeup on. So if that's something that interests you and you want to see how I get my everyday go-to look, then make sure you just keep on watching. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit. I want you to have a little bit of a closer look at what I'm doing. So first things first is I always moisturize. I've already done that. I have really dry skin, so it is necessary for me to moisturize just because I don't want my makeup to look cakey. So the next thing I do is primer. My go-to daily primer is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. It has skincare in it, so while I'm, you know, like fighting acne and trying to like not clog my pores, I'm also able to smooth out my pores with this. This is really good. It smells so good. The skincare in it helps fight acne and, you know, keep all the makeup I'm going to be putting on my face from really getting into my pores, which is super important because I do have acne prone skin, and as you can see, I definitely have blemishes, so this is a necessity for me, and it smells really, really, really good. Since my skin is dry, I like to feel extra hydrated, so I also go in with a beauty oil. This is the Milani Prep and Brighten Rose Face Oil. This is actually really good. It's pretty cheap at the drugstore. It smells very good, and it just keeps my face hydrated. You don't need a lot. If you have oily skin, you can definitely skip this part. I just like to do it because my face is so dry. That stuff has lasted me for so long because a little bit goes a long way, and it really just hydrates my skin. So a foundation that I've been loving recently is this ColourPop No Filter Foundation. I'm in the shade Light 75. It is a little bit dark on me right now because, you know, I'm not tan, and this is definitely more of a summer color for me, but we're gonna use it today anyway because we'll just hide the rest of my body. It's fine. It's fine. So I just go in with a little bit of this on a beauty sponge, and I just plop this on my face. Have y'all noticed that I say plop like so frequently? Like I'll plop this in my inner corner, or I'll plop this right on my face. Like, what does that even mean? What am I plopping? Why am I plopping it on my face? Like, I feel like I should pick a better word. This foundation has such good coverage, and it's really affordable, and it feels nice on my skin. So it's such a good like everyday foundation for me because I'm getting the coverage that I want, and it's covering up all of my blemishes and all of my redness and stuff, but I'm not gonna, you know, be upset if I run out of it quickly because it is so affordable. Like, it's really nice. That is such a good foundation. Like, my face is nice and covered, and I don't have to worry about any of my blemishes and stuff popping through. So now I'm going to go in with concealer because I like to brighten up my under eyes, and I have really bad dark circles. I don't get a lot of sleep at night, so we have to cover up those dark circles and the bags and all of that stuff. So I'm going in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair 08. This is significantly lighter than my foundation, but I like to have a really bright under eye, so that's why it's so much lighter. You can definitely go with a shade closer to your skin tone if you want to, if you don't want such a bright under eye. I just like for my under eyes to be, you know, really bright. So, pro tip, I leave the concealer under my eyes for last because the longer you let your concealer set under your eyes and let it dry a little bit, the more coverage you get out of it. This is a pretty full coverage concealer, so you don't have to do this, but I like to do this just to give myself a little bit more coverage, so I usually save my eyes for last. So if you guys ever get a concealer that you don't think is giving you enough coverage, just leave it under your eyes for a little bit longer and you'll be able to maximize the coverage out of it. Even though my face is dry, it is necessary for me to set it because I don't want all of this cream on my face to slip and slide around. So I'm using the ColourPop No Filter powder in the shade Translucent. This is such a good powder. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's so small. Like, I know that I'm going to go through this in no time. The good thing is it is very cheap, so it won't be that bad to, you know, buy a new one. Set everywhere. You put the concealer. I always put it under my eyes because that is the first place that it like breaks apart and stuff for me. And then I put a bunch on my nose because it always breaks up for me on my nose throughout the day because I'm constantly touching my face. So it definitely needs a lot of powder there. And then I just take the excess and put it on my forehead and chin. Then I'll just take a big fluffy brush and wipe away the excess powder and just kind of set the rest of my face with what's left on my brush. I'll bring it down the neck too, just to make sure that everything is set there. Because my face is so dry, I definitely always have to go in with some type of setting spray at this stage just to add some moisture and some life back into my face. I don't want my face to get dry and crusty and flaky and gross throughout the day, so this part is really important for me. If you have oily skin, this isn't necessary for you, or if you don't have like super dry skin like I do, this step is not necessary for you, but it's something that I have to incorporate in my everyday routine. So what I like to use is the MAC Fix Plus in Gold Light. This has little gold flecks in it and it puts that on your face and it just leaves you looking glowy and beautiful for the rest of the day. So this is literally like the best product in the world. I'll then just go in with a dry beauty sponge and I'll just pat that moisture into my skin so it's not just sitting on top, it's really going in to my skin and putting the moisture back in. So for bronzer or contour or anything like that, on days that I'm just wearing makeup and I'm not trying to look full glam, I don't go for a more contoured look. I go for more of like just a bronzy look, just, you know, a little bit more tan. So what I actually like to do is to just use this Morphe blush palette. This is 8W and I'll just take this shade right here. It's called Unapologetic and it's like a warm bronzy shade, and I'll just take it on my little bronzer brush and I will just warm up my face a little bit. It does have kind of like a peachy red undertone, so it is going to look a little bit crazy at first, but once you put blush on and you kind of just blend everything together, it looks really pretty and really natural and more like you've just been in the sun and less like you're trying to like carve your cheekbones out. So when I'm doing this routine, I don't do eyeshadow. I don't find it necessary to do eyeshadow every single day. So what I'll do is whatever bronzer I decide to use that day, I'll just take that on like a fluffy crease brush and I'll plop that in my crease and under my eye and call it a day. So I'm just going to take that Unapologetic shade again and just plop that in my crease, kind of really messily, put it on my eyelid. Doesn't need to be perfect. This is just gonna like add a little bit more dimension. It's not gonna leave my eyes looking so flat. For blush, I'm just gonna dip back into that Morphe palette that I was using, and I like to mix Goals and Sweet up here. I absolutely love blush, so I will go super hard on the blush every single day. I think that blush makes every look so much better. It's so pretty and it just makes me look so rosy and so like sun-kissed. I cannot do a look without blush. I start right here on the apples of my cheeks and then I just kind of blend back and blend that in with like the bronzer that I used that day and just kind of make them mesh together. I like to add blush to the bottom of my nose and across my nose, just kind of giving me like a little sunburned effect. And I don't contour my nose or anything like that, so it just kind of adds some more color to it and it doesn't look so blank in the middle of my face. So since I went back in with even more powder, I like to go back in with my MAC Fix Plus just to, you know, add some moisture back in, let those powders really sink into the skin. Now it's time for the absolute best part of any makeup routine, highlight. Highlight is literally the best. It just makes you glow and look like a goddess and like you're just glowing from within. Highlight is such a necessity, like it's so beautiful. I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills X Ombrizi highlight. This is literally beautiful, like the best highlight in the world. So this is my everyday highlight. It's pretty blinding. You can definitely go for a more subtle highlight if you're not into that, but I am. So I just like to take this and pretty much put it all over my face. Like, oh, look at that. Putting this on the tip of my nose is probably my favorite part of makeup. Like, yes, let me shine bright. Let me shine like Rudolph. Let me lead Santa's sleigh tonight. Like, let me just live my life with a bunch of highlight on my nose. This is literally the best part. I'll also pop that in my inner corner. Now I'm just going to move on to mascara. I don't wear fake eyelashes every day. They're too big of a pain in the butt to wear every day. So what I like to use is Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. This is such a great drugstore mascara. It's super affordable. Like, look at the difference. I don't curl my eyelashes. I'm not wearing fake ones. Like, this is such a good mascara. Like, I look like a new girl. Now, don't get me wrong, I think fake eyelashes are the best things ever and I wear them any chance I get, but I just cannot bring myself to wear them every day, mostly because they're a pain in the butt, but also because the eyelashes that I use are so expensive and I don't want to have to keep buying them, so I usually just use them when I'm doing like more glam looks, not like an everyday look. So this is a close second though. For lips every day, I'm either not wearing lipstick and just wearing chapstick, or I do like a cream type of lipstick. I don't do anything that's going to dry my lips out. So what I really like and one of my absolute faves is the Maybelline Baddest Beige. This is such a good nude lipstick and it's a cream lipstick. So it's not going to be long lasting, but it is going to be really beautiful and comfortable on your lips, which is super important when you're wearing it every day. The last and final step is to set your face because you want to lock this in, especially if you're wearing it all day. So my favorite is the Morphe Prep and Set. This is so good. It's like a hairspray, so it's not going to leave all those little droplets on your face, and it smells really good too. And that is it for this everyday natural glam, natural Nelly, natural girl makeup look. This is what I do on an everyday basis. If I'm leaving my house with makeup on, it is this look right here. Like, I am obviously still wearing makeup, but it's not over the top. It's just an everyday, really easy. If I'm not sitting here talking to you guys, I can do this in a good 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. It's really super simple to achieve, and I still look like a little glowing goddess. So I hope you guys liked this video. Comment down below, let me know what your favorite part was. Let me know if you are going to go try any of these products, if you're going to try any of these techniques into your daily makeup routine. I really want to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit the little notification bell right beside it, just so you can be notified every time I upload content. It is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 times a week. I'm coming at you. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm excited. I'm ready. Let me know what you guys want to see. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.